once you've started taking your horse out just a little bit, as you start to expand it further, it's taking the same idea as the mini walks, but using the environment a bit more. So I call this making the world your arena. What people tend to do when they go out is think about walking in a straight line, we're going somewhere. And at the beginning, if you're working with a horse who's green or anxious, that can be a bit intimidating. So instead, we want to start to play with the environment, encourage your horse's curiosity, stay connected, not keep pushing them further and further outside of their comfort zones, make it something fun that they want to do. And it's kind of taking the same mentality that you have in the arena outside. So some examples for this could be really simple, such as targeting. So rather than setting up your own targets, which you can obviously do as well outside the gate, but as you start to go further, look for things that you can ask your horse to target. As you start to get your horse to interact with the environment, they're going to start to see like strange objects as like, oh, this is something else to touch, just as you've done in the arena. So it can be absolutely anything: signposts, benches, even sticks on trees, or post boxes, letter boxes, whatever. If you can start to really encourage your horse to explore it. Here is a plastic bag. This was baby India learning to go out, and you can see that a plastic bag in the hedge is one of those kind of typical things that's often a bit of a joke that horses spook at. And instead of seeing it and being like, oh, that's something unusual, it was like, oh, this is a toy, let's engage with it. Obviously, I checked that there was nothing, dangerous in it, but I asked her to target it, and then we turned it into a mat as well. So just really starting to play with the game. And of course, we took the litter home and put it in the bin. So clearing up a little as we went as well. But that sort of thing just builds on the work that you've already been doing. So this one is another example. Like if you find a puddle, horses can often be like, oh, I'm not sure about that. Turn it into a mat. It's a game. Can you stand in it? Can you walk in it? Or if you're in a different environment, what about a speed bump? That's a different kind of challenge. And obviously this starts to come into a little bit of body awareness as well. And the great thing about as you're working with body awareness is it gets your horse, into their body. It gets them thinking about their feet. It gets them engaging with the environment. It gets them thinking about what they're doing. It really helps to bring them into the present and to get them connected with you and your cues. And what we're really looking to do here is just build that sense of play and exploration and connection. It can even be, this is just a light stone on a damp track. It's like, just turn that into a mat. So really start to look at whatever environment you're in for different things that you can just interact with your horse. This is another one with India where I picked up a stick and just asked her to do some Spanish walk. So of course you can pick up sticks and ask them to target them as well. Any of those different kind of cues that you've got, you can really make the most of. Now, of course, we do walking bits in between as well. It doesn't have to all be play, but you want to kind of walk as your horse is connected and then stop and engage with the environment a little bit. So at the beginning, you'll probably be doing more playing and then a little bit of walking, especially if you find that as you walk, your horse disconnects. Although don't forget the exercises to help your horse stay connected as you're walking. But as you progress, what you can do is play a little bit and then start to walk for longer periods in between and then play again. And that's quite nice to take you from location to location if there's bits that are easier to work on. So maybe you have to go down a road or a track or something where it's quite difficult to kind of play. You can walk that bit, but then at the other end, really stop and take some time just to reconnect with your horse and play in that environment. So you create these kind of almost like mini arenas where in situations where you've got somewhere that you can actually stop and engage with them, and then you walk in between them. So at the beginning, you're kind of going from one to the other. So here with India is another example. There's this gorgeous tree back in Yorkshire, and we were just working on, can we walk around the tree? And you can see at the beginning we're just taking it really slowly. The terrain's a bit uneven. I'm letting her explore and staying with me, but it's just, again, it's another opportunity to kind of just reconnect rather than just going straight. So you'll find these little areas on your own walks where you're like, okay, here's somewhere we can actually slow down, reconnect and play, have a little arena. This is India a little bit later where we've made the game a little bit more complicated, where I send her around the tree and call her back to me. So as you create these kind of mini arenas, you'll find that you and your horse kind of develop these little games. Now, it doesn't just have to be stuff like this, it can be anything, you know, lateral flexions, lateral work, speeding up and slowing down the walk, weaving from one side of the road to the other. It's just looking at the environment like, oh, this is an arena, as if it's an arena full of like mats and pedestals and poles. Like, can we play with this? How do I connect with my horse in the same way here? Thanks for watching. I hope you found that helpful. If you want more information on this, then please check out the Connection Training Club, which is my online membership site for where you can learn with me and from me. So I've got a whole course here. You get access to all of these home study courses, and I've got one here on training the happy hacker in hand and ridden. And it's a whole course that takes you through all of the exercises step by step on taking your horse out. As I say, when you join, you get instant access to all of these courses and hundreds of step-by-step tutorials. We also do weekly events online, so you can join us for Q&As, presentations. We have other coaches, guest lecturers. We do master classes. You can get video reviews, all sorts of things there. And we also have a forum, Facebook group, all sorts of different things going on, study groups, and a great community from around the world. So if that interests you, then please go to connectiontraining.com and you can find out more about us there. And if you just click on Learn CT Online, that tells you all about the club and you can sign up there. If you go down to the bottom of any page on that website, you can also get a free video guide on how to improve any behaviour with your horse, and that's about how to train your horse depending on your horse's personality, because positive reinforcement, well, any training, but it needs adapting depending on who your horse is. So that's all free. You just pop your email in and we'll send it directly to you. And finally, we also have a book as well. So if you head to Amazon, you can find out more about the book, you can order it, and you can read all the reviews there as well to see what other people are saying about it. Okay, thank you for watching and happy horse training.